Hey guys, this is David Rodriguez. You're watching DualShockers TV on DualShockers.com. I'm here with Diana Laura and Peter Ocasio. As you can see behind us, we just finished the PlayStation conference here on day 0 of E3. And I'm just going to, say it right away. Yeah, they took a dump on their competition. They really did. The low price point, indie games, and just everything else they showed. I mean, I was blown away. What do you guys think?
I think this was a considerable difference from the Xbox conference. Honestly, it was kind of like night and day. It felt like Xbox was really trying to. I mean, this may sound harsh. I don't know about you guys, but I felt like Xbox was really trying to force the games down our throat, and not really talking about the system, because we still to this day don't really know what the system is going to really do. We have like a basic idea, and it seems like every time they send out like an email or something, we're just still confused about it. I really feel like PlayStation kept it simple, straightforward. They had little bullet points. This is what it's going to cost. This is what it's going to do. This is what it's not going to do. These are the games. Make up your mind, and you'd be a fool to not buy it.
I definitely agree, especially when it came to PS Plus. The one thing which it's hard to even call a blemish is that you'd have to pay from now on to get PS Plus to have multiplayer on PS4 games.
But that's perfectly fine. The PlayStation Plus is such an affordable deal. I mean, and you're getting. I almost feel bad every month getting like those free games. It's like getting a free game every month. So. It's totally all right. If multiplayer is your thing, it's not being forced down your throat by getting PlayStation Plus. You're getting the things that you like, the games, the entertainment, and everything else that comes bundled with that. So.
The service has definitely proven itself. Pete, what do you think about this whole conference and the PS4?
I think it was basically probably one of the worst spankings I've ever seen at an E3 ever. And I mean, they promised an awful lot of stuff, an enormous amount of content. I'm really hoping that it pans out. I mean, the price is great. The games are there. I'm a little upset that Last Guardian didn't show up. I was really expecting that, but...
I totally forgot about that.
I completely forgot about that. Wow, okay.
That's a good conference when there's something you're kind of looking forward to, you just totally forget. You're like,
But what did they give us? They gave us Versus,
which is now Final Fantasy 15.
It's now Final Fantasy 15. I mean, I feel like every single Final Fantasy Versus, person just exploded, it just with joy, just by that preview in itself. I mean, it was, yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 3 as well. That's another game that people have been screaming for. This seems to be the E3 of both technical difficulties and games that we've been asking for years. That have been given to us finally.
Yeah.
There's also the Elder Scrolls Online, which I was under the impression that was PC only, and now it's on PS4 as well. And
we've got Final Fantasy 14 coming as well. I mean, if you're an MMO player, it looks like PS4 is trying to position itself with Diablo 3 as well. I mean. They're really. I mean, let's talk about indies as well. I mean, I'm a big fan of the indie games, and it seems like they really brought together an all-star team, and it was every single one that they mentioned was whoa, what? That's awesome.
Because even if you don't play indies, you've heard of these games, you've heard of these developers, it's a big deal, and that was also a big contrast between them and Microsoft, which is pretty much just showing AAA games. This selection was more varied this time.
Yeah. I was floored by it, and it wasn't me. I kept having to turn around and say, am I being a fangirl right now, or is this actually is this an actually good conference? I can't tell. Just. There were people standing in the aisles. It was crazy. It was crazy.
When they first announced the used games policy, pretty much there's no restrictions whatsoever. This place erupted. People were giving standing ovations. I don't think I've ever seen that before at an E3 press conference. It was ridiculousness. Anything else, Pete, that you saw that you liked?
Actually, I was actually kind of thrilled that they mentioned more about Gaikai and the fact that they did basically say there are going to be PS3 games available. I'm pretty sure you'd probably have to pay for them again, but it kind of like it's a contrast to like what you're hearing with Microsoft, where basically none of your Xbox Live games carry over. And they're not offering backwards compatibility. I mean, I'm pretty sure that...
Well, that didn't really seem very clear, though. They said that they're offering a whole library of titles, but I didn't really get the impression that included backwards compatibility. That might be something that they're saving for a later announcement.
Well, no. So the thing is that they're not that they're actually offering you backwards compatibility. It's just that they're still giving you an option to, a venue to play your old games. I mean...
For a price.
Yeah, exactly. So whereas, not having anything carry over from last gen, on the competitor's side, which is, it's kind of unfortunate.
I think once again, I mean, like it's just they had the bullet points, they had the games, they were very clear, they were very concise, they were straight to the point. And I think they really knocked it out of the park, and not to mention that price point is kind of sick. Like how are they?
$100 difference. Yeah.
How are they going to make money? I mean, it's like I don't even.
I'm pretty sure that they're just banking on the possibility of just these things selling out, because people are going to see the difference in the price point, the fact that a lot of the games are going to be on both consoles, and say, I'd rather spend $100 less.
It's true. I mean, it's kind of. I left the Microsoft conference going, okay, cool. That's cool.
There were some things I liked about it. Wasn't bad, wasn't great.
Yeah, exactly. And and I went in and I went in with an open mind, but yeah, these guys did a really good job. And
even the one thing that people criticized Microsoft for last month, with their press conference for the Xbox One, with the focus on television and whatnot, Sony had their own portion of that. They introduced, Netflix and Flickster, some other stuff, and they just kept it right to the point. Redbox, right? But it was basically just, all right, this is what we're doing, and let's move this shit right along and get in. And then they made a point of saying, by the way, this is a games console, so we're going to focus on games. And they did.
That's the thing, though. I turned when they were talking about that. I turned to Pete and I was like, "It makes perfect sense." Sony has all of these different properties. They have the music property. They have the movies. They have the TVs that they're producing. What else? I mean, they have all of those things already. So it makes perfect sense for them to offer that on the PlayStation, on the PS4. They already offer it now. So it's really good to see them using what they've got and sort of bringing everything together under one roof, which is what they should have been doing, in my opinion, a while ago. So I agree.
We finally got to see what the system looked like, which
Oh yeah, it's a black box.
I kind of appreciated the fact that it looked like a throwback to the PS2, the original giant PS2.
It's a lot smaller too than I thought it would be for a new system.
That was something that we said. I mean, he had it in his hand, and it was just like
from here to here, and it's not that thick.
I was surprised by that.
There's not a lot to dislike. I'm not even trying to be fanboy.
I'm trying to find something to. I'm seriously trying very hard to find something to complain about.
No Last Guardian. That's
right.
it. That's the problem. No Last Guardian.
But again, once we get on the show floor, we're going to be able to play something that Microsoft did not have was glitches. Yeah, there was somebody didn't press the button to turn on the sound when the trailer went on. But there were glitches, noticeable glitches while they were playing the games. So
remember the gentleman with Battlefield 4 virtually was about to walk off stage with that. That was kind of...
the glitches made me wonder if it was the system itself or if it's just from being in, a hot arena or something. I don't know. I was kind of thinking about that, but I think once we actually get to test it out, see it on the floor, which we will be doing tomorrow and the day after and the day after that. So we're going to wrap this up. This concludes day 0 of E3. And tomorrow's our first day. We're going to be hitting up a lot of booths.
What a day.
Yes.
It's already been a day.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm just going to face plant when I get home. So we will get at you guys tomorrow with more content. Thanks for watching.